Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Richard. Today we're looking at the T120. Wait for the trucks to go past. I bought this a couple of weeks ago. It's currently got about 325 miles on the clock. It's due for its 600 mile service, which I've booked in another week's time, another 7 days time. So I've got to get rid of 275 miles to get the 600 mile amount on the engine, and we'll take it from there. If you're looking for something different and you're tired of your adventure motorbike and you want to look cool on one of the coolest bikes going, then maybe the T120 or even the T100 or Speed Twin or whatever they call it now is the kind of bike for you. This one costs about £11,900, maybe a little more. And they are available from your Triumph dealership. Excuse me. They are available from your Triumph dealership. You can get them second hand, and I've seen them about £6,500. But there are some garage queens around for about £7,500 that may be sort of 3 years old, maybe a bit older. But absolutely wonderful. I'm going to be taking this into Austria this year, and that won't be long in the future. So keep an eye on the channel, and do remember to subscribe. All the traffic's going past. Do remember to subscribe, and you'll get notifications of when I've uploaded new videos on my Austrian trip. It should be absolutely fantastic. I'll be going with Mark and Charlie, the usual gang, and we'll be having some good laughs, as you should be at my age. Right, let's take it for a ride. Come on.
You want to take her for a spin? Fuck it, take her for a fucking spin. I want you to take her for a spin.
Okay, let's go for a ride. The T120. It's an absolute wonderful machine. It handles like a dream. It's very economical. I'm currently getting about 60 to 65 miles per UK gallon, which is very good. It's easy to ride. The engine is very forgiving. The gearbox is quite high in its ratio, so you will need to be aware of that. Turn the ignition on. So she's currently in first gear. This is where you start her. This is the mode, as in rain or road. It's currently set in rain mode. Here are the hazard warning lights. There you go, hazard warning lights. Over to the left. This is the information button where you cycle through on this screen. Currently it's showing the time, and I can cycle through to do everything I need to do. Trip 1, trip 2, miles per gallon, average miles per gallon, and it just shows 63 there. Time, etc, etc. In the top left hand corner is the gear position, and it's obviously a 6-speed gearbox. It's super slick and it's quite highly geared. Yeah, it's a quite highly geared first and second gear. What else is there? Oh yeah, there's the that is the daylight running. That is the dip beam, and to change from dip to high you press the button here. The indicators, horn, pathetic little horn really, and this is the cruise control. When you press that button, a marker comes up on the right hand side. There we are, you can possibly see it now. It's a cruise thing, and as you ride you just press the cruise and it just stays at the speed that you want. To turn off the cruise you can either roll off the throttle, or you touch the brake, or you touch the clutch, or you touch the rear brake. Anything that you touch will shut down the cruise control. Yeah, it's got an array of lights over there that warn you on all sorts of things. It's currently in 325 miles or 30 miles. Sorry, I've got 380 miles on it, which can be seen there. And that means I can rev it up to 5,000 RPM because I'm still running the bike in. To tell you the truth, I tend to tickle my bikes and drive them like tractors, and that's how I ride my bikes. I don't tend to thrash them. And going up to 5,000 is few and far between for me, because this has the torque. This has enough torque to restart a dead planet. So I don't need to thrash it up at 6,000 or 7,000 RPM. Let's get her started. Clutch in. There we go. Doesn't she sound beautiful? Hopefully you can hear her. Excuse me. Right, should we get off? Let's go for that ride. I find the mirrors okay. A lot of people complain about it and then they put bar end mirrors on it. I understand that completely. That's your personal choice. There's nothing wrong with opinion. In 2024, there's nothing wrong with an opinion and changing something if you so wish. That's a good thing. You have the choice. Here we go. Oh yeah. Now, she's a lovely bike, and if you want to look slightly different, maybe this is the kind of bike for you. She is a wonderful bike. She handles like an absolute dream. She's got tons of power in every gear. So she should have. She's 1.2 litres cc. She's a 1200cc engine. The bike is very comfortable. It's that comfortable that we've decided to take this on a tour into Austria in a month or two's time. I will be putting a top box on the back, and I will be using Lomo soft pannier. So we'll be getting a few things for that. So she's absolutely lovely. She's really easy to ride. If you're concerned about, well, it's a 1200cc engine, don't worry about that. She's quite forgiving. She really is quite docile. Of course, when you open her up, the devil comes out of the engine, and my God, does she fly. She really does fly. But, she's quite a docile engine. So, currently doing 60 mile an hour, and I'm going to press the cruise control. The green light has come on here telling me that the cruise is now active and the bike is now running on cruise. I can then roll it off or press the brake or press the clutch, back brake or whatever, and then I can turn her off. And it's as simple as that. It really is a simple cruise control. And if you've never had cruise, once you've had it, you never go back. She's absolutely wonderful. So, what else shall I tell you? I find that the suspension front and rear is fine. I weigh about 13 stone in weight. I'm not 18 stone. I'm guessing if you're up to that weight, you might want to consider upgrading the rear suspension. I'm just saying, I'm 13 stone. And it seems to be fine. I've no intention of upgrading the suspension at all, because it seems absolutely fine for me. I am getting a large screen for the front to tour down into Austria, and once we're in Austria I'll probably take the screen off and then put it back on for when I return back to the UK. I'm going to get the rails that go down each of the side for the pannier, and I'll be using Lomo soft pannier, throw over pannier, in conjunction with my Jivy monokey top box, which will go on the rack which I've ordered, and that should be here in a couple of days' time. The rack and the universal Jivy Jiffy Monarchy mount plate. So let's just get through here. There's no one coming. Down into first gear. Let's take a left here. No problems. It doesn't have automatic cancelling indicators, but I'm happy with that because I'm an old fart and I'm used to pressing the button, and it works for me. Absolutely stunning looking machine. Various colours, but all of them are very, very stunning, and they do get a lot of attention. Admittedly, the attention they get is from people of the age of 45 and up. So this is not kind of bike, generally speaking, on the 80-20 rule, where you might find someone of the age of 25 riding it. I'm just saying, I'm just on the 80-20 rule. There's no reason why a 25-year-old wouldn't ride this. That's a point. The insurance for this is relatively cheap. So if you've got a 1000cc whatever, I know let's put it this way, my Tiger 900 was $240 a year. This is now $140, so it's come down by £100 a year. So it doesn't appear to be a high-risk motorbike from a theft perspective. And I'm guessing that the people that ride this kind of bike, generally speaking, take it very easy and a low risk from an insurance perspective. It's not the kind of bike you're going to race around with. I am guessing. I'm just guessing, yeah? I've said it does about 60 to 65 miles per gallon. It does, and I've calculated that at the pump when I filled it up. And that's just riding it around just casually and easy. I'm happy to open it up, and I've not had any motorway miles on it yet. So I need to do that. Some of you may be saying that my road positioning is the wrong place, and I agree with you, but as the gravel is in the middle of the road and it's such a thin road and tractors are using this every hour, I'm going to keep to the left, yeah, and just take it easy, because I don't want to drop the bike. So I've had the bike about 2 weeks, and she's been absolutely wonderful. I've had no issues thus far, no issues, and so I shouldn't have. It's a Triumph. You don't get issues with Triumphs if you look after them, and this one will be looked after. I'm tempted to put a Scott oiler on her to look after the chain, but the back end of it keeps nice and clean without a Scott oiler, so I'm tempted to just use the spray can while I go down to Austria. I'm tempted. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that one. So not sure at all. Not sure at all. Beautiful Staffordshire countryside here. I live in the countryside. I'm very fortunate. It's a really good time now to buy a motorbike. The bikes are not selling well, so I understand. I know that things like the Tiger 400 are selling well, and they should be selling well at the price point they're sat at. Now that's £5,000 or £5,600. Yeah, that's a really good price. It's a really good price. So I'm in a fortunate position where I traded in my Tiger 900 and paid the difference of a few £1,000 for this particular bike. You can see the warning lights come on telling me that I need to get some fuel, which I will be doing in a very short while. So that is working as expected. It's a lovely machine. If you you know, people do stop and look at this bike, and I think they're a bit confused whether it's a brand new bike or a restored Triumph from the 1960s. So there's sometimes you see confusion in people's eyes when they're looking at the bike. But as you ride around, the kids turn around and hear the thumping of the exhaust, because it's a really low thump, as you can probably hear. And it does get a bit of attention from pedestrians. Only today a guy looked at me and smiled and was nodding his head. He looked about 80 years old, and he was probably thinking back to the times when he was riding a Triumph or something similar, like a BSA or a Matchless or whatever, something from that era. It's nice to put a smile on someone's face. We need to see people smiling a bit more. We hear so much crap in the media, but I don't want to go into that too much, but we do hear a lot of crap in the media, and the world has always been like that, and so we should sort of accept it. Is that right? Does it become acceptable? I guess so, because I've got no influence to change the world. Had I had my time again, trust me, I would have been Prime Minister, and I would have shaken this country up. For the better, I hasten to add. Or I would have liked to have think so, unless I too became corrupted. However, that's another subject. So, you can get this bike on a hire purchase or a PCP, or you can walk in and get it cash. That's your choice. If you're constantly wanting to change your bikes and you only do a few miles a year, let's say 4,000 a year, then maybe a PCP agreement would be better for you. If you want to buy it over a longer period of time, then maybe hire purchase would be best for you. Go and see the Triumph dealership and see what you can sort out. Here we go. Everything's clear. Let's go. So that's 30 mile an hour in first, 45, and not even stressing the engine in second. So it's quite highly geared. Yeah, it's quite a highly geared gearbox. But then again, the engine's got tons of torque. So you can restart a dead planet, as I've said before. She handles absolutely beautiful. She's not as flickable as the T100, but she's flickable. You could use it as a town bike, commuting through town. You could. But I think this kind of bike it's about taking someone on the back and going into the countryside. Going into the countryside and having a lunch somewhere on whatever day it is. Really depends on how much you're working or how much you're not working, and how much cash you've got and how much time. Get on the bike, take the missus or whoever it is out for a ride. Just an easy ride. It's got absolutely tons of power, but you don't have to use all that power. You can just take it easy and let the day go by. And that's what this bike's for. And trust me, it is fast enough. I don't need to show you here. There we are. Don't pull out on me. She slammed the brakes on. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful. Here we are, here's a tractor. Told you they're everywhere. And so they should be at this time of year. Absolutely beautiful. Dorothy Clive Garden to the left there, so you might know where we are if you look it up. Absolutely beautiful countryside here. I'm not sure why, if you're a tourist coming to the UK and you go to London, I have no idea why you're doing that when the beauty is up in the north. There is so much beauty in the north of England. I have no idea why you're driving around the concrete jungle. There we go. There's some absolutely fabulous roads in this area of the world, and it's just on the border. It's not too far from the border of Wales. Wales, the roads are absolutely superb. They're far superior than England. At least the guys over in Wales tend to look after their roads, whereas in England there's potholes everywhere, so you do have to be careful and vigilant as you ride around England. Some of these potholes, they're like the Grand Canyon. It's unbelievable. You could, you could swim in them. So as you ride around here when it's been raining, if you see a puddle, we always avoid the puddles because you never know how deep that puddle is. Absolutely beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. Here's another tractor. There you go. Oh, it's going to take me ages to get out of here now. Let's wait for this guy to go. Wait for the truck. Here we go. And let's go up this country lane. Beautiful country lanes. Beautiful. Just got to be a bit careful and a bit smart riding these country lanes. Like I've said, plenty of tractors around at this time of year. So it's May 2004. So you may be seeing this video in end of May or beginning of June 2004. So it's a great bike. Best thing to do is, oops, nearly went over a squirrel. Best thing to do is go to your local Triumph dealership and go and test ride one. Absolutely wonderful bike, so easy to ride. It's a great position. Just go and try one out. Yeah, the guys at the Triumph centres will help you out and help you have a look at what's happening. See if it's the bike for you. Hope you found this useful as I drive into Ashley in Staffordshire. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Give your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, do subscribe. It really does matter. The few pounds, the payment, this very small payment that I get from YouTube does help with the technology that I have to buy to create these videos. So please do subscribe and please do like and lay a comment down. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll speak to you very soon. Ride safely. Be kind to everyone. You never know what their story is. Be kind. I shall see you very soon on the next video. All the best. See you later. Bye bye.